We'll be talking Bosa. Stay tuned.
Uh,
Mm, is the Tank and G. Is the Tank and G show new beat? We're back and we're here. Let's go. Let's start the show.
yo, damn, I feel like I'm in a sex room or something right now, bro.
There.
Uh, what's going on? Another episode with your boy Danke. What it do?
It's your boy Gio and Bosa.
Shit, finally, bro.
Finally, I
You got
felt
cashed out.
it's like finally Niner season 17-0. It's like I feel like every fans, even the players, they were like, man, just get him signed, get Bosa signed, give him his money, and he's here.
Yep. Fuck. Honestly, a lot of people were worried. They were like, it's week one. Why hasn't he signed? I really thought he was going to get signed by like the end of Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know if you saw Kyle Shanahan's press conference today. He said basically that he thought it would be done last week, and
Yeah.
when it didn't get done, he was basically like, I had accepted that he wasn't going to be here for Sunday's game, so we were preparing that he wasn't going to play. So when he got told the news, he was excited. But before we get to Bosa, the Bosa news, which is big, me and Jaime, I joined actually Jaime's fantasy league. Um, how do you think you do on your fantasy selections?
Based off of a Yahoo's draft grades, I got an A+, but I'm supposed to get second place still. Uh, this is my second year playing fantasy, and I think I did all right with what I got. Uh, there's some people in there that I think it's their first and second year también playing, and then damn, bro, their picks was wild. Like choosing a defense in the second round. I don't understand it.
We're not gonna say no names. It started off. I would say it's bold, right? You can understand Mahomes in the first round. I'm not gonna say what pick, but Mahomes in the first round. You can understand is Mahomes, but man, Brock Purdy at in the first round.
Bro, it's because they're putting him up there as like a Mahomes or something. I don't know.
He the real deal. That's why.
Well, he recovered though in the second round. You got Bijan Robinson, who's supposed to ball out, but fuck Purdy though.
Man, but yeah, man, I think I did pretty good as well. I always try to pick what's best available, and I have different strategies now that you know. Now that obviously, I think most people they already have their fantasies set up, and my leagues were all done. Um, so I'm in 3 leagues, first time. We'll see
Yeah,
how it goes. Um,
stressful
so,
every week.
so for your league, I was pick. What pick was it?
Seventh or
Eight?
eighth.
No, eight. I was pick eight,
Yeah,
and I got Tyreek Hill. I'm happy with that.
yeah.
He
I got fucking lucky. I mean, with what was being picked, somehow I was able to get Jamar Chase at number 6.
That's a great pick because Jamar Chase, he was top two pick in most
Yep.
leagues, top three. So man, like I was telling you before we started, I was getting confused because someone had Tanque something, and
Yeah.
you and I was like, man, I forgot what he picked, but I was like, I don't know about that, Jaime. Um, but then I saw your team, and you have a pretty good team. And this is
Yeah.
you're right doing fantasy, or
Second, yeah,
so yeah.
second year.
I
I I did my research and like watched a
say that.
shitload of YouTube
I was gonna say
videos
that.
and a bunch of podcasts. I'm like, nah, this year I am not gonna get like sixth or seventh place in the league.
Yeah, I
So
saw that. I saw your team, and it looks like you did a lot of research. And I was like, oh, good shit.
yeah, and I
So
asked people too. I asked
yeah,
people. I was like, hey, like, what do you recommend? Like going. We're not in the same leagues, but I'm curious to know like how you go
yeah,
about drafting. Because before, what I would do, I would try to like last year. I think I did. I messed up by getting four people from the same team, and
yeah.
like yeah, and I just realized I think gnarly. I think I might have picked. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to get rid of. Yeah, I got three people: Jamar Chase, Mixon, and Boyd. But I'm gonna probably try to trade for Boyd and maybe Mixon too. Try to get a better running back or something. We'll see. Um,
Yeah, it's tough when you have a bunch of players from the same team because if they all have a bad game or if the buys messes you up. I try to have the most I would have is two.
yeah,
But yeah, man, I went best available. And also depends on the league. So on your league is standard two wide receivers, two running backs, PPR, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah. So obviously receivers, try to get a good receiver. So that's why I went with Hill because I know he's best obviously at pick eight. And then I think I went Tony Pollard. I feel like he's the only
oh
running back now. No Ezekiel Elliott. Last year he was pretty good. He is coming off an injury, but the Cowboys they like to run the ball a lot.
yes. But I
So
mean, who blames them? I mean, you got Dak Prescott at fucking
and
as QB.
then yeah, um, and then Damian Pierce. He's gonna be
Dude,
the starter
Peters
in the Texans.
all out.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Dude, I liked your pick. Not a lot of people know Richardson.
When I saw
He,
you comment, I was like, oh, he knows.
yeah,
I have him in two leagues, and obviously, man, I always forget because it's like, oh, I have Dak. Do I have Dak Prescott?
you do. Started.
Okay, so I have Dak. Obviously, solid. He always gives good points, but Richardson has the potential because obviously the running. So he's gonna run for. He's big, so he's gonna run for a lot of touchdowns in the red zone, and that's valuable in fantasy because that's 6 points
Right.
instead of four if he threw one. So I'm excited, and hopefully, he has a rookie of the year type of season, and I'll be a great pick. I picked him like casi el último.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, "Fuck," 'cause I have him on my bench too for this other league, and
Yeah.
then I saw you pick him up. I was like, yep, he knows too."
In my league, Nene took him, and I was about to take him, and I was like, F. There's a
That's the
couple.
shitty. That's the well, sorry. That's the shittiest part, bro. Is when you have someone in mind, you have them in your queue, and you're like,
Mhm.
"Oh shit, I'm up next. I'm up to take him," and then somebody right before you takes him, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I was sad. I wanted to pick up Ayuk, and I was like, I'm in three leagues for sure. I'm gonna have him. I didn't. It's just tough when you're drafting with a bunch of Niners fans,
Yep.
but I
Everybody wants
got
that one.
I got Debo and I got Kittle.
Nice.
So yesterday I was in another league that I was in, the 10-man league, and I was pick four,
Oh shit.
and
How'd you go about that?
I got Eckler, but I was hoping that McCaffrey. So Cheaty, he took McCaffrey. Then I went with Eckler, but I
Damn.
really wanted McCaffrey, and I asked him if he wanted to trade but we'll see. Because yeah, but that league, I think like I said, I think I did pretty good. I got it's pretty solid. They're all pretty solid, but always an injury or players not playing up to the potential that could ruin your fantasy. Sometimes it honestly is just luck.
Yep.
But the thing you can control, the thing I would recommend is always be on top of it.
Yep.
Players getting injured, getting their backup, or just doing your research, picking up good waiver wires, because that's how. Let's say you have injuries, but if you can maintain, your knowledge and pick up players, you'll be fine. And that's why what I see a lot of people do is they kind of pick like, okay, I got my receivers, now I'm gonna get my quarterback, I'm gonna get my running back, I'm gonna get my tight end, I'm gonna get my kicker, I'm gonna get my
Yep.
defense. I got my kicker and defense on my last two picks because
Yeah.
honestly,
Same here.
I'll rather get the depth, so I rather pick up more receivers, more running backs because it's a better chance of like I said, someone gets injured, you have that, you could potentially Like I believe last year I picked up Brees Hall. Unfortunately, he got injured, but I picked him up late, and he was gonna be probably the rookie of the year. That ended up being Garrett Wilson,
Right.
the running back for the Jets, but he blew
Yeah.
his ACL, and I was like, damn, like he did work, and I forgot. I believe the winner from my league last year they picked up Tony Pollard late. So sometimes you could, if you just keep picking those players, one of them might hit. Um, but it makes watching football way better.
Yeah. But sometimes I hate it when you have a player playing against the Niners. Like, yeah, I want you to go off, but don't.
Or how I'm gonna be is most of my teams aren't very similar. So
Yeah.
on one league, I might have a player that I might be playing against. So it just depends how it goes. So it depends how it goes.
Yeah.
But
And talking about what you said about the defense, usually my strategy is each week, if my defense at the time isn't doing great, look for the best next defense for that week and just keep switching defenses.
you could just see, obviously there's gonna be teams that aren't good, and just try to get a defense that they're going up against.
Yeah.
So like this week, I picked up the Commanders defense. They're going up against Arizona.
Yep. I have them in two of my leagues because
I
I picked up Miami, and then like 2 days later, I saw that hella people dropped Miami to pick up the Commanders, and I did the same shit.
Yeah, I ended up getting him, and not in one league I didn't get him because I don't know why I didn't get him. But yeah, that I think the Arizona's tanking. They're not going to be really good. They don't have their all the drafts I did. All their players were going very late. For example, what's it, Hollywood Brown? I don't think he went super late, so I don't think people are confident because they don't have a quarterback.
Right.
So just keep that in mind, people. Because I saw a lot of well, I saw a lot of people. They went Niners defense really early, and I'm like, bro, yeah, they're gonna be most likely good, but you could have
Fuck, man.
potentially gotten a receiver or a running back is gonna give you more points overall.
And the funny thing is, this person was talking smack on the chat.
Oh, was he?
He's like, he was the ones like, people just pay up already.
We'll see. It's still the first. It might work out. It might work out.
Imagine
Maybe.
shit.
But you got to go by probability and percentage. The higher probability is that doesn't work out. But we'll get off fantasy. The big news of the day: Bosa signed 5 years, 170 million, 122 guaranteed. Where were you when you heard the news?
I was at work. I was finishing up. Like I told you yesterday, we were supposed to go live yesterday, but I got slammed with hella work.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was finishing up last night's work, and literally I look at my phone, and my girl's like, because my girl's a big Bosa lover,
Mm-hmm.
and that's her hall. Oh, that's one out of two hall passes that she will ever have in her life.
Well, she's
First one,
also Draymond, right?
well, yeah,
You're a
but
Draymond
Draymond,
fan?
yeah, Draymond fan, but that's not, that
No,
doesn't count as a hall pass.
no, I was saying
Ronaldo and Boza. That's it. Those
can't
are two
complain.
hall passes.
What's your
Yeah,
hall pass?
that's a good one, bro. Right now, I've been crushing it big with Becky G, but it changes, throughout the years. It just depends.
Yeah, it
Um,
depends.
but yeah, so I was at work. She texts me. She's like, "Guess what the fuck just happened?" I was like, what the fuck? Are you good? Like scared and shit. And she's
Yeah,
like, "We fucking signed Bosa." I was like, "No fucking way." And then my coworker comes to my cubicle. He's like, "Bro, we just signed Bosa." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I looked to see like the contract and everything. I was like, "Damn, dude, he got cashed out, but he deserves it.
he deserves it.
Deserves it."
Um,
What about you? Where were you at?
I was on YouTube, so I was watching a video, and then on my one of my fantasy chats, someone, oh Chidi, he's a Steelers fan, and he said something like, "Oh fuck," or "Oh man," and I was like, "What's going on?" And then I checked Twitter, and boom, Bosa got signed. So he was probably saying it because now Kenny
Yeah,
pick six, as I like to call him. Um, he's probably shitting his pants, but man, we could talk about how why it takes so long. Like looking at the contract, like it's pretty much what everyone was expected the contract to be. So I think the Niners were trying to, nickel and dime. But hey, he signed. He's gonna play Sunday. Uh, and it just I felt like this excitement. Like I know for the past couple of weeks as Niners fans, we've been down. The whole Trey
Yep.
Lance, Bosa wasn't now, but now I feel all right. Let's go. We got Bosa, 17-0. Brock Purdy's gonna be MVP. Debo's gonna have a year. Ayuk's gonna have a year. And like when you start thinking about the team, you're like, obviously 17-0. It will be tough, but
Stretching
we're
it.
the best team in the NFC. We are the best team in the NFC. We're stacked like at every level, and I feel like you know Kyle has this trust with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy knows how to run his offense, and I feel like it's just gonna flourish. My only concern, would be that even though Brock Purdy's been playing, he didn't have the offseason to improve because this is his second year still. It's not like, he's been playing 5 years and, he can just come up and run the offense. He's still learning as well, I would assume, right? But that being said, like, bro, all you got to do is throw a screen pass to McCaffrey, Debo. Someone's going to be open. Someone's going to be open.
Yep.
Elijah Mitchell, everyone. So I'm excited. I'm excited. And also, that was concerning this Bosa signing. I don't know if you saw Kittle and Trent Williams. They restructured their
Yeah.
contracts.
So does that mean like they're hoping to like later on what you call it later on for them hoping to take like a pay cut or are they gonna end up having to pay them more? Like
So what I don't I'm not an expert, but what I've learned over the years about when people restructure. So what this means is it basically means that because next year a bunch of players were gonna have a big cap hit. Kittle, Trent, Debo, McCaffrey. So what this does is it basically just pushes it back more. So eventually they're gonna have to pay this big cap,
right.
but they spread it out more. So instead,
Okay.
so it could, but what it also does is what they were gonna get this year, they just get it up front. So they get it as a signing bonus. So then the
Okay.
cap hit. So right now we're 23 million. We have 23 million of cap space now. So two things that could mean: either we front load Bosa's deal, so this year instead of it being like a million cap hit, it'll be a bigger cap hit. So then when it comes time to pay a Ayuk or these other deals we're going to start have to be paying, the Niners are able to afford everything and pay everyone.
Uh
Or the Niners they they want to have that cap space to sign someone maybe in the middle of the season, or maybe because I don't know if you've heard Brian Burns. He's also a defensive end for the Panthers, very good. He's also in a contract dispute. So imagine Brian Burns, Hargrave, Armstead, Bosa.
I thought you were gonna say Darnold.
Nah, nah.
Darnold McCaffrey bringing the Panthers to the Niners.
Well, Darn's already on the team.
Yeah.
But no, it could just give the Niners flexibility to sign someone in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Let's say they pull another, I don't know. Maybe they go O line. Maybe they, like I said, our D line is good, but it doesn't have a lot of depth like last year. Last year we had Omenahu, we had the guy that was I think we just basically had a lot of more depth on our D line compared to this year. Like we've watched in preseason, the Niners second, third string D line they've been getting work. So
Yeah.
so they could potentially sign someone opposite Bosa.
Who I forget his name, but who took over McGlinchey's spot?
McKivitz.
How do you feel about him?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he could be like what's it called? What's the left guard that we have? Aaron Banks.
Hmm.
So last year, they just put him there and they said he's ready, and we didn't know anything about him. and we were kind of worried, but he held his own and he was pretty good. So Makiewicz could be the same. But this is a big test this weekend, and we can get into it with the Steelers. So one of the keys is if Makiewicz can, because he's going to be going up against T.J. Watt. So that's the big test. If
Fucking
he can do,
beast.
if he can handle T.J. Watt, and I'm not saying, obviously T.J. Watt's going to get his.
Yeah,
He's going to
yeah.
get a sack or two. But if he doesn't look like McClinchy when he looked like a turntable being turned, if he's like okay, then I'm like, all right, I'm confident that he can handle because TJ Watt's the best. He's one of the best other than Bosa. If he can hell his own, then I'll be confident in this whole line because the other guys, I'm confident in Aaron Banks. Obviously, Trent Williams, the best left tackle in the game, and Burford. Last year he was a rookie and he got bigger, so it's just McKivitz, which is the side that Purdy got injured. So we'll see. But Jaime, what would you say are the keys to victory against the Steelers? What do you think the Niners need to do to get that W?
I haven't looked into like because I know sometimes the weather time plays a big part. I haven't seen like the weather how it is out there, but I think one of the keys is just run it, kill a clock, try to possess it as long as you can and score and not because something that like I hated over the years with Shanahan is that we get to like yeah, to the red zone area, and then we just don't fucking score, and then we go for a field goal. So I think actually executing and getting the 6 points um, is something that we need to execute and not like, go to for a field goal. I mean, I know sometimes that's what we got to do, but shit, I'm tired of seeing that. I just want to score, especially with our weapons that we have all over the place. Like
Mhm.
it should happen.
I feel it. I feel like especially when it's like fourth and two, fourth and one, and we're in the red zone, let's just go for it because
Yeah,
we have the defense that if they do stop us, then they're gonna have to go 90 yards to score on us, and I think our defense will handle it. So I agree with you on that. Because I feel like that'll put a lot of games away, and sometimes we're in close games. But I mean, with Purdy, that's the thing. The 8 games that he played, they were kind of all blowouts. Maybe the Raiders game was the only one that was pretty close.
yeah.
But when he came in with Miami, Buccaneers, um, the
I feel like
Commanders,
how was
Seattle,
Seattle? Yeah, yeah,
Seattle over there, it was a blowout. And then in the playoffs, the Seattle one as well. The Cowboys one was pretty close, and then we
yeah.
didn't get to see against the Eagles. So I feel like that's the thing. With Bosa, I feel like with Bosa, with Purdy, I
Someone
feel
said,
like well, this is the thing they call Purdy mini Bosa because they have big legs. So this is about it. They white people,
yeah,
but but I think Purdy, man, the thing that he's great is the red zone. He just scores. He scores in the red zone. It's not like Jimmy, where Jimmy he would get freaked out and he would just throw it with his eyes closed. How many times did we see that?
I
Um,
was about to say that he just closes and throws.
Debo's back there somewhere, but I feel
Yeah,
like Purdy he's able, and Purdy he's kind of mobile. He's pretty mobile.
he
He can
is.
run it in. So, but my keys to victory will be similar to you. I think our strength is running the ball.
Yeah,
If we run the ball, it's going to open up the space for Purdy to start throwing the ball. A lot of screens. I feel like they're going to use a lot of screens because, like I said, that Steelers D line is pretty nasty. So it will neutralize that with the quick passes. And then I feel like now I'm a little bit more confident that Bosa's there. And I feel like we should just put the pressure on Kenny Pickett. It's his second year. Supposedly, um, he's been playing pretty good in preseason. His 5 drives ended with 5 touchdowns. But let's see, once Bosa's there, gets a sag, let's see how comfortable he gets.
you
Because
think he's gonna play a lot?
Bosa,
Yeah,
well, Kyle said he's full go, but I'm sure they'll limit his snaps. But it's Bosa, man. I mean,
yeah. That guy's always in shape.
I think he's in shape. Kyle said if he has like a beer belly, then no, but he's like, he doubts that happened.
Yeah,
So I think, Yeah, because I've read their O line isn't good as well. So now that Bosa's back, and but the thing is, stopping Najee Harris as well, because preseason we've been getting run on the whole preseason.
Don't remind me of that
So
Chargers game.
so if Hargrave and Armstead can stop the run, and I think I don't know if I'm getting confident. I think it should be a comfortable win.
Yeah.
The only thing
I
is
feel
to keep in mind. Also, back to you were saying about the weather. I heard it is gonna rain.
well, hopefully it doesn't play a key part, you know,
Right.
because
And
yeah, see freaking Trey Lance at Chicago
but
struggled.
that one was a monsoon. I mean,
Yeah,
but the other thing, obviously, the Steelers are at home. It's actually gonna be. I know Niners travel well, but it's the first game for them. There is gonna be you're gonna
yeah,
see the terrible towel being rolled
hmm
around. But like I said, if we go up early, if we're dominant early, that stadium will be quiet. So
yep.
so also today what was announced, I don't know if you saw, and let me get your your perspective on it. The Niners announced their captains. I believe six of them, and Mike can name them if you don't know who the six are.
I don't because I telling you I was hella busy. I
I
wasn't
got
able.
you. So one, I know one off the top, Trent Williams, given definitely.
Nice.
Um, any complaints on that?
Zero. Warner.
Warner's one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
ask you. So you got another one. Who else do you
Uh,
think?
Kittle.
Yep, he's one.
Kittle.
There's two that it's their first time being captains.
Hmm. Ayuk? No, not Ayuk. I
Not
would
a you.
maybe Debo.
Debo, first time being captain.
Um, who else? Who else?
So one's on defense. Pretty easy to figure out who. He's probably been the longest Niner now.
oh, Armstead
Yep. And then last one, also first year being captain.
on defense or offensive side.
Offense,
Shit, Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Oh fuck! Damn.
So yeah,
Now
I I
that's interesting, but I don't hate it.
I don't. I will. It says a lot, right? Because it's voted by the team.
Yeah,
So and you could tell. Like I remember in the last episode when he scored the rushing touchdown, and he basically said, "I'm here." You could tell, man, that guy. Well, obviously, we can disagree. We can say the arm talent, the size, whatever, but he has this, and
yeah.
I feel like he's very confident in himself. So I'm not hating on it. Not hating on Debo. I heard last year, he was upset that he wasn't captain. Obviously, he had a down year. So,
It's
but
familiar.
but but I think I'm not mad with the captains. Maybe I would have said maybe like Ayuk because he's probably our best actual receiver on the team,
Yeah.
and a lot of people respect him. Another guy that a lot of people don't show a lot of love is Dre Greenlaw.
Yep.
I feel like he's just as good. He's like, back then when we had Willis and Bowman, that's Warner and Greenlaw. But I'm okay with the captains. I mean, I think those are our best players on the team.
Yeah, I agree. Talking about the defense, how do you feel about Hufanga's injury? Is he gonna play?
So I read about the injury. It's called Baker cyst.
Baker
Uh,
says.
I heard is kind of those things where if he got surgery, he would be out a couple weeks, like I think 6 weeks, or he can play with it and it's just painful.
Right. But I think I saw that it could kind of it's a possibility that it could lead to a meniscus tear.
Yeah, man. I feel like Hufanga, he's just one of those players that I'll ride with it,
Yeah.
because oh, actually, now you bring up Hufanga, I think he should have been the captain too.
Yeah, that guy's such a beast. I
He,
called it a couple seasons ago. I was like, he's in the ball out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you did. I remember when I've gone to the practice. He's the first one out there. He's always putting him like no, he doesn't like take like time off on practice. Like he's just full go every practice, and it just I guess it just depends on him on how painful it is. But we have Jair Brown, the rookie. He's pretty good. Um, you know, the thought was that he might have played him and Hufanga because Gibson he hasn't been practicing for the past 10 days, but today he practiced, so I think Gibson should be full go. Another guy that a lot of people don't talk about, and he had I think last year he had like 6 picks, and
Shit.
he could have had two more. Remember he like kind of tipped them off, and Hufanga picked them off.
Oh, that's right. Yep, I remember that play. Yep.
So he was back in practice. Kittle practiced today as well. Ray McLeod, another surprise. I thought he would be out longer, but he practiced limited,
Yeah,
the overall limited.
I saw that. Uh,
And which brings me to this next question. I didn't actually write it down, but Nick Moody, Kyle Shanahan said he should be full go. But if it's a last minute kick to win the game, are you confident in Nick Moody?
I'm more confident if I kick it.
Damn.
I don't know, man. Like what I saw in the preseason didn't convince me, right?
Mhm.
But he has to play to develop.
To get that
So,
confidence.
yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah, man. It's hey man, go out there and prove it. Like I gotta see it because I'm with you. I'm not confident in him, which might lead to more, like you were saying, going at a more on fourth instead of kicking the field goal if we're that close. But I mean, if he's able to prove it against the Steelers, because I heard kicking over there, and I didn't even know it's not named Heinz Field anymore. I forgot what it's called, but it's a pretty tough place to kick. So
Yeah.
that's why they picked up that other kicker because he used to kick for the Steelers. So
Who was it? Gonzalez?
no,
Is
no,
that
no.
him?
We cut him. Zane Gonzalez, we cut him.
Yeah, that's how
No,
we
but
cut him.
his name's something right.
Okay.
Um, so he kicked for the Steelers. So, but I think Shanahan said he expects Moody to be the starter for the game Sunday.
So in the case, I know like it happened last season, I believe, where
Hmm.
like Gold couldn't like kick because he got hurt like during the game. Who kicks? Is it still Wisnowski?
Yeah, well, it would be him or they would do. Remember when it happened? I think it was 2 years ago when Trey Lance started against the Cardinals, where they didn't have a kicker and they were just keep going on there on fourth
Okay.
because they do have a kicker in the practice squad, but if he's on the practice squad, um, they have to move him up for the game, and I don't think they would.
Right.
I think they're moving up some receivers because they could do that now on the practice squad. They'll be on the practice squad, but on game days they can be moved up, and I doubt they'll move up the kicker.
Yeah.
But those are the keys for victory. I guess we would say that, and just Kyle Shanahan just being in his bag. I would say just
Yeah. But not get too pretty with it. Cause sometimes to get it pasada, I'm just like, bro, like stick to the game plan.
that's why we were saying just like you said, run the ball. We have McCaffrey, we have Elijah Mitchell, Mason, TDP. Just run it, run it, run it, and then that's gonna create the play action. You know.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like we kind of talked about this our
Yeah.
concerns. I feel like I said Moody would be my concern and the O line because if Purdy gets injured, then ya se acabó.
Yep. That's it. That's a wrap.
So those would be my concerns. Now, obviously, Sunday we're thinking about this year. The focus is Sunday, but let's think about next year. After we sign Bosa and everything, what do you think? Will we be able to sign Ayuk next year? Would you want to sign Ayuk next year?
I mean, from based off of last year, right? He had a good year, even though he said he had a down year. I would want to. Especially if he has a fucking he balls out this year. Um, you have to pay the dude. He's an extra asset, but I get it. Like he may want to be asking for hella money too, and they did ask him, like, "Oh, do you expect to get like a Bosa contract as well with the Niners?" And he's like, "We'll see."
Yeah, and they asked him today.
And and I understand you can't be like yeah or no. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have to keep it kind of like up in the air. What
I,
about you?
it all, I mean, if it's to me, yeah, I'll pay him. But he's basically doing what Bosa did last year, which Bosa, he basically told the Niners, I'll prove my worth, and he got Defensive Player of the Year. So if Ayuk balls out, he makes a Pro Bowl, he becomes an All Pro. I feel like Ayuk would be like, I want to get paid or trade me.
Yeah,
And with this restructure, maybe they're prepping for that. With the open space, they could make it work. Ayuk, I feel like if he played for any other team that actually threw the ball a lot, he would be just as good, maybe as good as Jefferson and all these other receivers. It's just we're a run first team. The type of routes that we run are short. Not a lot of deep balls. Pause. But man, I would love to sign him. I would love for him to stay. I feel like he's very underrated, and with a lot of Niners fans, everyone, Debo, Kittle, but Ayuk, man, he does all the dirty work. He blocks. He gets open. He's the only one that could get open when in man coverage.
bro,
So
las fintas that he does,
yeah,
bro, insane.
he's very underrated, and we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, right now we get to enjoy him for a year for sure. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured. Hopefully, he balls out like you said,
Yeah,
and that's why John Lynch, Parag, Adam Peters, they get paid the big bucks for these decisions. But what will definitely happen is a lot of players we might not bring back. For example, I forgot to write down, but Juszczyk, he's owed 7 million next year for a player. Obviously, he's another player that does a lot of dirty work, but we don't
yeah,
really use him a lot.
yeah.
And we have the rookie that we signed, Coletto. He's on the practice squad. They're building him to be our next fullback. So we might, it might be the end of Juszczyk. Might be. I was gonna say Kittle, but he restructured, so I think he'll be good. But maybe a player like Diamondor Lenore, he might have another good year, and he might be like,
Question. I know, like Kittle's getting older, right?
"Mm,
I know he just restructured, but would you trade him for like an okay tight end, and then to free up some cap space, and so you could pick a Uke?
yeah." If you ask me, would I rather keep Ayuk than Kittle? Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Like you said, Ayuk's getting older. Some people call him George Brittle,
yeah,
but it's just the injuries for George. But
yeah.
the only thing I would say with tight ends is they could play when they're a little bit older. Like Kelsey, he's a little bit older and he's still the best.
True.
But I think with the restructure, I think Kittle, he's basically what the restructure tells you is these players the Niners want for more years
Um,
because they basically what they do is I think they give more years, so the contract, like I said, is backloaded. So I think Kittle's safe. But I'm talking about players that are up for a new
yeah.
contract. So Diamador Lenore, um, who else?
Is
Obviously,
Hufanga's rookie contract up or no?
I think he's next year. Like
Okay.
I think he still has like 2 more years.
Okay.
I would say, but like Lenore, but that does in the future, Lenore, Hufanga, Brock Purdy, if he becomes a man, he's gonna get the bag, and then so we'll see.
I could just be like the Warriors, pay the fine.
In the NFL you can't. But the other thing is the cap number, it keeps going up every year.
Imagine if it was like soccer, like no cap.
It used to be like that, but then you had Niners and Cowboys just winning it every other year.
Yeah.
Basically, the richest teams would just win, which is like in soccer.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, that would be great. But man, like I said, we'll see how this year plays out for Ayuk. Like I said, if you guys haven't drafted, draft Ayuk. He, I feel like he's gonna have a big year. Fortunately, I didn't get him in any leagues.
I was able to get him in one.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
where'd you get him?
I'm in
Because, like I said, I was in a lot of drafts with a lot of Niners fans, so he went early. But like when I
right.
did my mock drafts, he was going late.
Okay, that's the thing. I was uh in the league that drafted, like, they're Niner fans.
Hmm.
So I picked them up at let's see. Oh no, hold on 1 second. Wrong league. I picked them up. Let's see. Yep, number one draft pick in the first round. Picked them up the third round. Third pick. Sorry,
Your third pick,
my third pick. Yeah,
so
in the first round.
maybe in the first round.
And in the first round, bro, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going for him." And then,
Your third pick in the first round.
yeah,
So
and I
someone
and I
picked
was,
just so like Justin Jefferson, Chase.
bro, like, it was so weird that they didn't even fall down. Um, actually, hold on, am I lying? Oh shit, no, sorry, I'm lying. I went Mahomes first. I was pick five, and second in the second round, I picked Josh Jacobs. In the third round, I picked you.
Yeah, that's where he went in these
Yeah,
leagues, like you said with the Niner. But like I said, in some mock drafts that I was doing, he would go like he would basically be like my bench receiver, and that's why
yeah,
and I was using that same method. Like hopefully, I would get him like that. For example, in my league, like I said, we do three wide receivers.
yeah.
So I was hoping he would be my third one, but like I said, Nene and he picked him.
Dude, in
And
one of the leagues that I'm in, I don't like it because on top of the defense, you have to choose specific the defense players.
oh, it's damn, it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So like I ended up picking up
Big
uh,
Bosa.
did I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I picked up a linebacker from Jacksonville, Alukon.
Never heard
Uh,
of him.
I don't know, and then Bosa, uh, DJ Reed,
DJ
and
Reed, yeah.
Ward, and then
Jimmy Ward.
kicker. Yeah, yeah, and I picked up the cornerback Ramsey just in case. Uh,
Yeah, he
just
should
as a
be coming back from injury.
Yep. I was like,
That's
fuck yeah,
crazy. That's too much.
yeah,
Well, I
bro. I
saw.
didn't.
You know which league sounds intriguing? I heard it's called a guillotine league. So I don't know if you heard of that.
Is it like week by week?
Yeah. So what happens is everyone. It's on I think 16 or 17 teams. Everyone picks their teams, and then you don't go up against someone. Last place gets kicked out of the league. So so all his players or she they go up to the waivers. You pick, and then next week the last place is out, and then eventually, since it's 17
Yeah.
teams or 16 teams, so the last week is the last team that's the most wins.
Damn.
Pero pues every week the players
It's
go
like,
up in waivers, so it's interesting. That's a good league. I see like you say you throw $20, you get like 16 people, on the side.
yeah. That's crazy though. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
heard
like,
him.
that's kind of
That's it.
intense.
But yeah, yeah, it's intense, but it's cool. I think it's cool. Was like those like have you ever done the elimination picks? Like every week you pick a team that's gonna win, but then you can pick that team the next week,
Yeah. Yeah. I seen that shit.
kind of like that, and then se van quitando.
Something that we do with Nate and a couple other buddies. We have, like, DraftKings. So he
Yeah.
sets up, like, drafts your team for that
Oh,
weekend,
the week. Oh,
and whoever wins like the most gets, everybody puts $20. So 20 times
uh,
5, 100
okay.
bucks.
Yeah, those are cool too.
Yeah.
All right. So big USC card. Well, not big, but well, It's Adesanya. UFC predictions. Let me
Oh,
pull it up.
Strickland.
Let me pull it up. The cards in Australia. Mm, present. So we'll get to the main event, but a couple good ones here. Light heavyweight, Tyson Pedro, Antoine Tukaj. Tyson Pedro, he fights out of the Adesanya gym. So, what's your thoughts, or do you even have you seen him fight? I've seen him fight.
Haven't seen him fight.
He he's he won his last fight, I think, barely, but he's a big guy, mostly striking, I think.
Justin Tafa. I seen that guy fight. He's pretty good.
Also, this fight a couple weeks ago, the Justin Tafa Austin Lane, they were gonna fight, and Justin Tafa got like his eye poked hella bad, so they it was a no contest. So now
Oh,
this they're fighting again.
oh shit. Okay.
Um, yeah, this guy Spuro. This one is one of those kids doesn't pass the freaking the first round.
It's like puro freaking haymakers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Tafa. I like how he fights,
Yep, I
and because
agree.
the other guy poked his eye, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
This next one, the Manuel Cape and Felipe dos Santos. This guy Felipe, he's a short notice guy. He's stepping up.
Damn, and
Um,
he's undefeated.
he's undefeated. I guess because he was supposed to fight El Kaikara France, but I guess
Oh, okay.
he got injured, so he stepped up. So I saw the embedded, and Dana White was like, he's excited. He likes people that step up, and
Yeah.
hopefully he can make history. It's at flyweight.
I'm rooting for that guy because those are the guys that like if they win, then you get on Dana's good side and he starts like putting you up with like those bigger names.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say we got a comment. My boy Ruben. Shout out Ruben. My Redwood Cats. Shout out Livermore and Newark. Where are you watching the game? All, all, all at bar, all of Redwood. You're at a bar at Redwood? Is that what you meant? Oh, he'll armbar all of Redwood. I heard I heard your boy, shout out David. He got ran through by Redwood. I sent the shooters out there. Shout out David. Ruben, what you think about this UFC? You like our picks or no? I usually watch the fights with Ruben over. He'll come or I watch him at his place. Big UFC guy. Um, and but back to this Tuivasa
Tie,
Volkov.
bro. Tie.
This
Without
one's
a doubt.
another as my boy Tony says, swang and bang.
El Shui.
Yeah, I got Tuivasa. He's at home. I feel he's had a couple L's. He fought good guys. He fought Gon. He bought el what's the other guy's name? Not Spivak. The guy that beat him.
Oh,
That he's the number one
yeah,
contender now.
yeah. That guy, he's a beast.
The guy that John Jones said he's scared of.
John Jones said that?
Nah, I think he was joking around, but
Oh.
but
Damn.
so I think he comes back on the wing column against Volkov. Another fight that I don't think it lasts past the first round.
Yeah.
And then the last one, the main event. You down to put $100 on Sean Strickland?
Sheesh. Shit, bro. What's the
How do you see this playing out? How do you see this playing out?
I think Israel's just gonna toy with him and just beat his ass for 5 rounds.
You think it goes 5 rounds?
I mean, he could take it a distance, like, just to toy with him because I know Sean Strickland talks hella shit.
I'm
So
ready.
he
I'm
so
ready
he
for that
might
press conference. Yeah.
yeah, so he might just wanna, like, whoop his ass for 5 rounds, but then again, he might just wanna finish it early too in the first round, get it over with.
Yeah. I just don't see how Strickland can win after I saw him fight Pereira.
Yeah.
Um, even if he
How,
tries to take him down,
sorry, how did he even like get a how's he even able to fight Izzy?
because El Dirkus Duplessis, he was supposed to fight Dirkus Duplessis, the guy that beat Whitaker,
Uh,
but he didn't take the fight. I guess he's not 100%, or he wasn't going to be ready, or I think he was injured or something, so he declined it. And Izzy said he'll give the shot to Sean Strickland.
wait, the guy that declined, is that the guy, the white dude from South Africa?
Yeah,
Oh,
they call him the Black Panther. He's a real African. Um, yeah, that's I watched it at my boy Ruben's house. I came in when he was like, "Oh, Izzy, he's throwing out the N words. Come in, come in." But yeah, he got injured. He was supposed to fight him. He didn't, and Adesanya gave the shot to Sean Strickland.
damn.
But yeah, man, I don't
Yeah.
see it. I don't see it. But anything could happen. Look at I don't know, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I feel like it's gonna be a leg kick to the head, question mark kick to the head, and it'll be over. And then we'll see, what he does next.
Goes up and challenges Pereira.
Cinema right there.
For real.
That yeah, that or well, I don't know if he meant. I heard him say too. He that he wasn't gonna give Duplessis the chance, and he said winner of Hazmat and Diego Costa.
Oh shit. Dude,
So we'll
Hazma's
see.
Hazma's a beast, bro.
He is, but when yeah, man, he's a beast. That'll be interesting against Izzy. I wonder how
Yeah.
Izzy will. I wonder what he will do in that fight.
Cause I mean they're not similar, but like body wise, like he's kinda like Pereira, like how big he is.
But he has wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll be interested in that. See how it goes. But as of right now, man, you got to rock with Izzy. He's a champ. Oh, here's this thing I've been hearing about, and I should have wrote it on the banners. But do you think he's the greatest middleweight over Anderson Silva?
Nah, bro. Nah.
But
What Anderson did for the sport is he can't top it.
the story's not over.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to see what at the end of his career. But
And
as of right now, I say no, he can't. He's not better than Silva, like legacy wise.
yeah, because I forgot how many he had. Like I think one to say 10 or 9 title defenses. But I will say this: back in those days, compared to now, the fighters are way better.
Yeah,
Obviously, different eras. They're more well rounded.
right.
And Izzy, he fought Pereira. Let's see, my boy. He agrees. Caliber of fighters, he's out. Is what I was gonna say. Um,
Where's this guy from? Livermore?
he's from Newark,
Uh,
but I
uh,
think he lives in Livermore. And yeah, that's true.
nice, nice.
He's a very active fighter, and
Yeah,
that
that's
you know
I get it. Yeah, that's true.
like I was gonna say, he went through the ringer. He went through. Shout out my boy Vic. He went through ¿cómo se llama? Was the guy he fought for the interim belt? The chubby guy. He now went down to 170.
Kelvin?
Kelvin Gastelum
Yeah,
started off there. That was a banger. He beat Whitaker twice.
yeah.
He went against Joe Romero. He went against Diego Costa when he was undefeated, and I lost $100. But anyway, that's when I was out. I'm not betting against this guy ever again. And
I disapprove 100%.
I disapprove 100%. But yeah, I mean, like he keeps going, like, and then he tried for the lightweight heavyweight. He unfortunately lost against Blakovic. So that'll be interesting, like you said, if it does get to the point where Pereira becomes champ, Izzy's the champ, they do it again. I think that's what the UFC is building up to.
Yeah.
But
Well, what if in this scenario if that happens, right? Champ versus champ, and Pereira beats him again.
it'll be what, 4-1 or five
Yeah,
and one, 4-1. Man, depends. It also depends what weight they fight.
right.
Because Pereira said he wants to come back and get the belt. But if it's light heavyweight, then Pereira don't have to cut that much.
Yeah.
But man, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's a UFC 300.
Yep.
That one's coming up. But other than that, next week another card, and it's not pay per view. Um, we'll do just a little preview of it. Grasso Shevchenko, Mexican Independence Day.
Oh,
What
that's right. That's right.
are you going with your heart?
Going on my heart. I have to. I have to.
She's the last Mexican champ we got.
I know, bro. She's gonna hold it down. She's gonna hold it down.
Yeah, she's
But I
good.
mean, shit, but Valentina, bro, she's a beast. She's a beast.
She's
So
a beast, but
she's gonna
hey,
have to pull something out of her ass like last time and win it.
I don't know if she pulled it out of her ass. She worked on that on the choke.
Yeah.
She studied what Shevchenko does, and she took the opportunity. And I feel like she was well prepared. So I'm interested to see how she fights. Hopefully it's not like when Moreno refought Figueiredo and he didn't win. Um, we'll see. It'll be interesting, and it's a good card actually, and it's not pay per view. También pelea Kevin Holland, one of my favorites,
Oh,
contra
yeah,
el
he's such a character.
contra el Jack Malamadena, another guy that's coming up. That one should be good as well. And then the young guy Raul Rosas Jr. He fights against Terrence Mitchell.
That guy,
Hopefully he gets
that
the
guy, that
dub.
guy- yeah, hopefully he bounces back because fuck, he did a lot of shit talking.
He's young, man.
I know.
He 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 was trying to. He didn't hide his takedowns.
Yeah,
And the other guy was just more experienced. He knew what he was doing, and but that one's gonna be another good card. Like I said, it's a fight night, so ESPN Plus. It's one of those have your boys over type of fights. So we'll
yeah.
see.
I know your boy is in online right now. Uriel. I think that's he's always on every single time we
Yeah,
we
he
go
plays Call of Duty. Yeah,
live. He always asks, "What about Premier League?" I don't want to bring it up.
bring it up.
What's going on with Chelsea, bro?
Like I don't know if you watched this video on it's on Instagram. Es un hindú and he said there is no passion, there is no.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm not
I
gonna
can't.
say shit either, bro. Manchester United
Yeah,
fucking gets.
I was gonna bring that one back up to you. It's a Man U what?
I
But they did
know.
play Arsenal. They played Arsenal, so I'll give them that. Man, it's just I feel like Chelsea. They still on the same. I thought Jackson. He had a lot of. He missed a lot. We're just missing that clinical number 9 that we haven't had since Diego Costa. Diego Costa, yeah, Diego
Yeah.
Costa.
Last Saturday, I forget who they played, right? And I was getting a haircut.
They played 9 and for us.
And fuck, bro, right by himself, he just tipped it over. I was like, dude, Big Mike would have scored that.
For real. No, but this Big Mike was clutch.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
just that, and I don't know what's going on. I know right now there's international break. No,
Yeah, international break.
no, it's football break either way. So, but we'll see. It's still what 4 games in the season.
Yeah,
We'll see. I mean,
early.
but I think like we said, it's gonna be Man City, Arsenal. Dude, another one that nos está dejando down is Newcastle. They lost.
I know.
But it's still early. We'll see. Um, I can definitely say out of the other games, they definitely did play better. They've been playing better. I don't know if you watched Chelsea play last year. They were horrible, like
Yeah,
horrible. Like they didn't have no structure. They didn't play for anything. At least they're playing better, but it's still they need a number 9. They need a clinical finisher.
right.
And
Um,
another thing I was gonna say, sorry to cut you off, is I feel like maybe Pochettino was building his team around Nkunku, and his
Mhm.
injury kind of derailed what he was trying to do with the team.
That makes sense.
But still, Nottingham Forest, we were at home. You're not supposed
They're
to
like
lose
a
those
they're like a
games.
bottom they're like a bottom tier team, no? But then
Yeah,
again,
there's
in the Premier League, any team could fucking win.
any team could win. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, what do you think about El Quiñones? I think
I love
he hasn't been called up yet, but he's
it.
practicing because
I
I
love it.
think they gotta work something.
I love it, bro. I love it. He's gonna be a good asset, and then uh, he's gonna make all the other like the actual Mexicans forwards like get their shit together. Um, besides, Chaquito and actually Jimenez is having. I think I don't know why, but Jimenez plays good outside of la selección. But with la selección, I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Which Jimenez, Santi
Ra-
or
Raul.
Raul?
Yeah,
Well, he went to what team did he go to in the Premier League?
for him.
Fulham. We'll see. I mean, ever since his injury, he hasn't been the same. But I think now we're gonna rock with Santi Jimenez.
Yep.
So him, Quinones on the other side, and then either Chucky,
Chucky.
because I don't want, dude, fucking Antuna. I don't know why they keep
Bro, I
playing him.
never want to see him in La Selección ever again, bro. He does the same shit. Cut, 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 cut,
Bro,
cut, and then
you know me, I'm not a very good defender. I know what he's gonna do.
yep.
He's so easy to read. Um,
Like,
so this is an Alberto topic because Alberto here. I love Alberto. He always sends me memes and he always
he just
sends
said
me
his
like Real Madrid propaganda, Barcelona, talking shit about Barcelona. So I'm sure he has something to say about this. So Ronaldo not being in the Ballon d'Oro shortlist. What's your thoughts?
I'm not mad at it, bro. Like, yeah, like to me, everybody has like either Messi's your go or Ronaldo's your go, right? For me, it's Ronaldo for XYZ reasons, right? But this past season, like regardless, like I don't think he did enough. Yeah, he was scoring hella goals and everything, but um, I'm not mad at it. Um, who's in the top three? Messi's in it, no?
Well, I don't think there's a top three yet. It's just 50 players that they chose,
Okay.
and then they're gonna have like a top five out of it.
I think I know like they're still playing, they're still active, but I think we got to start turning the page. It's unfortunate that they're at the end of their careers.
But what I've always thought Ballon d'Or, right? I don't think they take into consideration what they do August to December, right? It's
Mhm.
what July back, no?
Yeah,
July to. So, yeah, man. I mean, Ronaldo didn't really play. He played the World Cup. Um, I don't know, I mean, he scored, but he didn't do that much, right?
yeah,
And then at Man U, he wasn't playing because he wanted to leave. And then you're playing in the Saudi league. He's scoring, but would I put him in the top 50? Maybe. I mean, but I'm not gonna. He's not gonna be in the top five, top three.
yeah.
And then how about okay? Who do you think wins the Ballon d'Or? Do you think they give it to Messi since he won the World Cup, or Haaland since he won the treble?
I think they have to give it to Haaland.
You think Haaland?
Haaland. Yeah.
What about Messi winning the World Cup?
I mean, was it the same year? What about when Xavi won it and Xavi or Iniesta when they won the World Cup?
But this is the thing, right? I feel like, yeah, I wouldn't like I said, I give it to Haaland, right? Treble. He scored so many goals for Man City. He's basically right now, probably one of the best players in the world. But it's FIFA. It's there's a
Yeah,
bias. There's the World Cup. Winning the World Cup means a lot, and Messi won it.
yeah,
It'll probably
yeah.
be if they give it to him. It will probably be his last Ballon d'Or.
Right. What number would that be? Number 8 or 9? I ni me acuerdo, bro. Like,
8 or 9, yeah.
He's won so many that yeah. But
So
would I be mad? No, I wouldn't be surprised either. Like, but whatever, it is what it is.
all I'm wondering is what would Alberto think?
Oh, yeah, he would. He has a lot to say.
Shout out Alberto if you're watching. I know he'll watch this. I know I'll get a message. But
He recently sent me. And I mean, I have to agree with him on this, but you know how they
yeah,
said like Ansu Fati was supposed to be like,
yeah. He sent me that. He sent me that. He sent me that. I agree with him. I definitely agree with him.
I think he's a good player, bro. But I think they were just putting too much pressure on the kid, to fill in messy shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it,
It's
injuries obviously
impossible.
too. Injuries too. Now he's in Brighton.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not one of those things. A lot of Barca like next man up, like Boyan. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, bro, he was
Wow,
he was good, but too much pressure. They sent him I
bro.
don't know where, and then
But
never
see,
heard of him.
I read his thing. He suffered from a lot of like panic attacks and anxiety because of the pressure. So
Yeah.
there was him, Telo.
Hmm.
Um, there's been a bunch of Giovanni Dos Santos back in the day too.
Yeah.
He
The
didn't
next
play well.
Ronaldinho or whatever,
Yeah,
So
bro. So I wish Ansu Fati the best, but bro, Bini is one of like the best players in the world. You
yeah,
can't compare. I'm sorry, guys. Like, and I think most people will agree. Vinicius is top. There's no
yeah.
comparison with Ansu Fati now. But we'll see with this Jamal kid. He's playing pretty good.
16-year-old, no, or something like
16-year
that.
old, yeah.
Dude, he's balling out.
Because he got called up
He's
for Spain.
Yeah. It's crazy because there was this picture of him. I forget what player, but he was tiny as fuck. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, fuck. Like I mean, he's 16 years old.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
what
When
were you
we're
doing at
six,
16, bro?
we're playing Sequoia.
Yeah, or fucking Cascara, fucking Remorden.
Yeah, bro. Imagine that. Imagine that age, bro. You're in one of the best teams in the world, and I'm not gonna say he's good. But he's holding his own against professional players.
Right.
Back then,
Oh,
we would be
full on adults.
full on adults, and back then at that age, I don't know. I at 16, I remember I played like the adult leagues,
Yeah.
and you can hold your own, but it's different.
Yeah.
Like, and me too. I was always bigger, tall, but they basically tienen el colmillo. They know how to move you. They know cómo ponerte el cuerpo. Even if I was bigger than them, they would push me around. I
Yeah.
remember, and it was tough. But you learn a lot playing with adults. I felt like
Mm-hmm.
at that age, you gain a lot.
Yeah, like sometimes they teach you how to do la cucharita. Have you heard that one?
Which is that one?
You haven't seen this shit that happened on Liga MX the other day?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, yeah. You know who taught us that? I'm not gonna say a name. I remember. I'm not gonna say where too. I remember a coach. He would tell us in the corner kicks, just stick your finger in there.
Yeah.
Don't want to put people on blast, but I remember that. I remember we were taught that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alberto, he actually sent me something. Let's see what he obviously some. I'm gonna tell him we were just talking about you on the podcast. He basically sent me a messy meme.
He loves it. He loves smoke.
You gotta love Alberto, man. He's been the same forever.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, is it? Oh, he sent me one. Judge finds FC Barcelona.
he sent me
Uh,
that one too.
yeah.
Alberto. Where so to wrap it up, where are you watching the game this weekend?
I hate that it's at 10 in the morning. I wish it was like at 1, but why don't you watch it at my place? Yeah. Um, I have a game on Sunday, but
Oh, you
I'm
do?
trying to. I'm trying to. It sucks. It's 11:15, bro. So I'm just like, first game of the Niners or go to my first game that season's already started, but I've been busy the last couple weekends, and so I'm like, fuck, do I miss it again?
Oh, do you have a
So
game this Sunday?
yeah,
And what it's in the
it's Sunday.
morning? Like,
Sunday is 11:15.
uh,
So like, you know what I mean? I'm like, unless the Niners are smacking hella bad, by the half, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like,
no, yeah, I'm my dreams of soccer. Yeah, I'll rather watch my Niners.
yeah,
But no, yeah.
you gonna
So
watch it at your spot or what?
I'm probably gonna watch it. I think my girl's family they're having something for it.
Okay, nice.
So that's the thing. I have to wake up early, drive a young. But for me, I prefer to watch it at home, watch
Okay.
all the games. Um, oh, so you just watch? Do you have? I was gonna ask you. Do you just watch on cable, or do you have like the NFL Plus Premium to watch all the other games? The YouTube now has it, or you just
Um,
watch it on your
I
TV?
just I just watch on TV, but you could find the game like Red Zone online for the free.
Ah, true, 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 true.
You know?
Yeah, because I've been looking at it because so when you're a season ticket holder, last year they give us a premium for free, the NFL premium.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
So it was cool having like you can watch all the games, the red zone, and
Yeah.
you can watch the replay of the games as well. But this year they're giving us a discount. It's no longer free. So I think it's $100. They give it to us for $50.
Oh, shit.
So
Nice.
I might get it because it's good to have. I
Yeah.
think.
Especially with fantasy, bro. You're just like, fuck.
Well, do you watch the games? Have you ever watched like the red zone?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, man. That's how every Sunday I would just watch the red zone all day because they just take you to the action.
Right. So you don't have to sit there with the boring stuff. If there's a boring game or whatever, they just switch it to
They just go
what's
to
cracking.
yeah, everything. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, anything
I
else
know.
to wrap?
I know this is next week, but you going to the home opener?
Oh, the Thursday game. Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm still debating, bro. I mean, I don't have to get faded, but going to a Niner game, going to the tailgate, it's a whole different vibe. You just want to, crack open some beers and go. But I'm still debating.
Pues you can do it like me. I don't sit. Me chingo mi hot chocolate.
Yeah,
Ahí, watch the game, relax. The next day you wake up like nothing.
yeah,
But I understand you, man. Like nothing beats así. Chelitas, the
yeah.
pregame. Shot, órale, shot.
Fuck
Nah, nah.
yeah. And the
Yeah,
shitty part, I gotta wake up hella early the next day to go to work. So, but like you said, you don't have to sip. You can go enjoy the game without drinking or whatever. But it's a whole different vibe. So we'll see. It'll be a last minute day of. I'm like, you know what? We out.
yeah, man. Well, let me know if you go. But anything else you want to wrap this up with?
Nah, bro. That's it. Just want to thank everybody. If you watched it later on, thank you for watching the whole thing. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share it. And shit, I'm happy that Bosa's on the team now. Fully contract and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched it live, we got a couple people that were in here. Shout out to you guys. You watch it later, you know, write on the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. Obviously, like the video; it helps us out. Subscribe. We're in the 70s. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. So tell your people, tell your mama, tell your side
Uh,
chick.
100 subscriber gets to go to a game with you. I just fun.
Yeah, I'll give you a ticket to the game. We'll see. If we get close, we'll think of something. We'll think of something for 100 subscribers, and then 1,000, and then when we're at 1,000,000, we'll forget about you guys. I'm just kidding. But we're out. I think this one is the
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yep.
Peace, guys.
Thoughts, mama, boy.